Lady Susan Hussey's racism case was just the tip of the iceberg. For decades, the royal family has been accused of being discriminatory and racist. For the most part, they were able to hide these flaws with the help of a sympathetic press, but cracks are beginning to appear. In the 1,000 years of this monarchy's life, things have been hushed up by a systematic way of dealing with problems. Lady Susan Hussey was soon expelled from the royal family despite her being Prince William's godmother. But the future king didn't care. He immediately sent a letter of rejection, condemning the actions of his godmother. Lady Hussey has been a member of the royal family since Prince Andrew's birth in 1960 and has received numerous medals of honor for her service to the crown, over 60 years of dedication to her. None of that mattered when it came time for the royal family to protect themselves. Hussey was immediately relieved of his duties, and the royal family has no regrets. But the way they responded so quickly speaks to a systemic problem that runs much deeper than previously thought. Perhaps King Charles III. He always tries to keep up with the times, including his 2 children. But most royal families are full of old men who are unquestioningly racist and discriminatory. Lady Susan Hussey is just the tip of the iceberg. With social media and other media being so public, many of them will be found out to be just as racist as Lady Hussey, if not more. If that happens, King Charles III and his staff will no longer be able to hide it from the rest of the world. The question has everything to do with how members of the royal family were trained from an early age. His philosophy has been passed down to younger generations within his family, but he can't kick everyone out of the family. As long as this not-so-kept secret remains hidden, no racist person in the royal family will ever be exposed. Who will be kicked out of the royal family by a scandal? Ms. Hussey's teasing is another case very similar to when Meghan Markle was pressed about her son Archie's possible skin color. No one knows exactly who made these comments to the Duchess of Sussex, but suspects abound. This is another reason the royals fear Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix docuseries. They could easily reveal who the royals made those comments about Archie. Who is it? Buckingham Palace began investigating allegations that Mrs. Susan Hussey made racist comments to attendees at a palace reception hosted by Queen Camilla on Wednesday. Ngozi Fulani, founder of Sista Space, a non-profit organization that supports women and families affected by domestic violence, said in a Twitter post that Hussey repeatedly asked her where she was from. "What part of Africa are you from?" Fulani claims Hussey asked him according to his tweet. Fulani wrote that when she replied that she was from the UK, Hussey continued to question her, reportedly saying, "Oh, I find it hard to say where you are from. When did you first come here?" Who was at the palace for a reception on fighting violence against women, one of Camilla's main charitable interests, wrote that she had mixed feelings about her visit to the palace, adding that after his conversation with the rest of the event is a blur. Hussey was one of Elizabeth's longest-serving women, an honorary role serving as private secretary to the Queen. Appointed as Queen Consort after Elizabeth's death in September, Camilla gave up her role as maid of honor, choosing instead a female companion, Hussey's daughter. "We are taking this incident very seriously and immediately investigated to find out more. In such a case, it is unacceptable," and he made a very regrettable remark. "We have contacted Ngozi Fulani regarding this and invited her to personally discuss any elements of her experience if she so desires. She was injured and retired from her title role with immediate effect. All household members should be reminded of and always adhere to diversity and inclusion guidelines." A spokesperson for Prince William commented on the incident at a press conference Wednesday ahead of a 3-day trip to Boston with his wife, Princess Kate of Wales. "That is Buckingham Palace business, but I appreciate you being here as the Prince of Wales spokesman. So let me speak face to face," the spokesman said. "I was very disappointed to hear about the experience of the host at Buckingham Palace last night." He continued. "Of course I wasn't there, but there is no place for racism in our society. Comments were unacceptable and it is right for a person to step down immediately." Buckingham Palace's apology comes less than 2 years after Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, spoke of racism within the palace in an interview with Oprah Winfrey. Royal establishment claimed. In a 2-hour primetime interview, Harry and Meghan, who will step down from high-ranking royal roles in 2020, reportedly chatted with Harry about the color of their son Archie, the first British American of mixed-race royalty. Born in England. Done. He is also widely regarded as the first mixed-race child born into a royal family. Thank you for watching till the end. Please share with us your thoughts in the comment section.